Jean-Pierre Moulin. Jean-Pierre Moulin is considered a hero and a symbol of fight for freedom. Born in Béziers in 1899, he lived in an extremely difficult historical context since he suffered the First and Second World War. However, luckily, he didn't participate in 1914-1918 war due to the fact that he was too young. In 1939, the Second World War started. France was invaded in an incredible pace, and by May 1940, France was divided in the occupied zone and the Vichy France, which was supposed to be free, but nonetheless it often sent Jews, resistance members and communist people, as well as workers, in order to help the Nazis. On the other hand, Jean Moulin studied law in Montpellier. Afterwards, he entered the civil service. Once the Nazis occupied a big part of France, they exercised a compulsion on Moulin for him to capitulate, making him sign a document which described atrocities alleged to have been committed by the French army. The content of the document was that some French soldiers killed people living in Saint-Georges-sur-Eure. However, it wasn't the French soldiers who did it. As a matter of fact, it was German soldiers who did so. Nonetheless, Moulin refused to sign it and was tortured for weeks. He then tried to commit suicide by cutting his throat off. Nevertheless, he failed, and that is the reason why he appears in pictures with a scarf on. Luckily, he wasn't killed. Once he managed to go out of prison, he decided to flee to London, where he met de Gaulle, who tried to unify the resistance movement from the exile. Moulin tried this too. De Gaulle is considered a hero by the French people. De Gaulle was a French army officer who, after the war, changed the provisional government of the French Republic. In 1943, he delegated his task to Jean Moulin. Moulin, under the name of Max, that is the way he was known in the resistance, organized a reunion in Lyon in order to organize the following movement they were to do. Nonetheless, he was betrayed. He got arrested by the Nazis there and tortured by Klaus Barbie, an SS member and a Gestapo member, during 2 weeks. Barbie exercised hundreds of different kinds of torture on him. However, Moulin never talked nor confessed. Moulin never said a word. In 1943, he died in the train whose destination was Germany. On the other hand, Barbie, after the Second World War, was sentenced to life imprisonment, not only because of the torture he exercised on Jean Moulin, but also due to the death of 840 more people. Jean Moulin, after his death, was forgotten. Nobody remembered him until 21 years after his death in 1964. Jean Moulin's ashes were transferred to the Pantheon, where André Malraux, a French politician, gave a famous speech in France. Notwithstanding this, Moulin is, without any doubt, a hero. He fought for what he believed and saved hundreds of people's lives. He will remain an incredible man who we can look up to.